Right, last week we went through some lower body exercises. This week we're going to go through some upper body exercises, okay? So I'll do 3 more. If there is any specific exercises you want to see, let me know and I'll obviously go through them because it's really, really good to help your training to make sure that you're doing it correctly and getting everything out of it because I understand how awkward it is to film yourself in the gym, but honestly, form reviews are one of the best things that we can do. So first thing we're going to do is go through a lat pull down. Now, with a lat pull down, there's different types of bars. I use this bar and we want to grab the corners, okay? If you've got a little bit of a smaller wingspan, you might want to pull your hands in slightly, but you don't want to go too wide or else you're just going to really, really struggle. So we're going to go for the corner grip. And then when we sit down, we want the bar pad on our mid thigh and we want it quite tight, not too tight, but so it keeps us in position, okay? So I'm going to grab it. We're going to sit down. And then instead of sitting straight up, we've got a slight hinge at the hips, okay? So then before we start, I've hinged the hips and then I've pulled my lats, okay? So the lats are now engaged. Instead of being like this, I've kind of pulled the lats down slightly. So we're going to be starting to pull through them lats, and that's exactly where we want the engagement, okay? So I've sat down, slight hinge, pulled the lats down, and then as you can see, I'm pulling with the lats and then slowly releasing up. Big pull down to the top of the chest and then slowly releasing back up. Then lats are engaged. So we're pulling down and then back up. And that's exactly how we want to do a lat pull down, okay? We don't want to move from this position. The only thing that is moving is them arms down and back up. Our next one is a seated shoulder press. Now, I like to have my bench slightly diagonal, not straight up, because it just allows a little bit more movement and you don't feel as like rigid. So we've kind of got a little bit of a diagonal stance in terms of the bench. And then I grab my dumbbells and then we're going to start from here. So when you're starting your shoulder press, instead of being here where your elbows are aligned with your shoulder, we want to bring them in slightly, because what this does is it puts a little bit too much strain on them shoulders. So we're bringing them elbows in slightly so that it's a little bit diagonal. And then we're going to go all the way up to full extension. Slowly come back down. So this is the nice controlled part, quite close to the head. We stop where our elbow meets our shoulder and then we go back up again. So as we can see, we go up, control back down. As you can see, them elbows are slightly diagonal. We're stopping where the elbow meets the shoulder, and then we're going straight back up. Nice and controlled, okay? That's exactly how we want to do a shoulder press. As you can see, my bum and my back are against the pad, and my feet are flat on the floor, because when that lift gets a little bit heavier, what we can do is we can push through our feet, we can push through our bum, we can push through our back, and it's going to help us get that weight up a little bit easier. So that's why we want to kind of sit nice and flat on the bench and really push through your back, your bum, and your feet, okay? Next, we're going to go through your lateral raises, because this is something that I see done wrong often. So with your dumbbells, with our arms, we don't want our arms locked out. We don't want our arms bent. We want a nice soft elbow, okay? And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height, and that's where we're going to stop. And then we're going to bring it slowly back down, so that, again, that lowering phase is very, very slow. And then we're going to stop just before we get to our sides, so we keep that tension in the shoulders, okay? So them arms don't want to touch you. So as we can see, up, stop at shoulder height, bring it slowly back down, stop just before we get to our sides, and then we go back up again, slow and controlled, okay? My feet are nicely placed on the floor. We're not moving any of the other body. It's literally just the arms that are moving. Core's nice and tight, chest is up, and this is how we're doing it, okay? So no swinging, no jolting. It's literally just these arms moving nice and slowly, okay? And that's exactly how we do it. So nice and slow, all the way down, stop, and then back up again. So like I said, if there's any more that you want me to go through, there is so many that I can keep doing. I'll keep doing them weekly. But again, if you've got any sort of suggestions, anything that you personally struggle with, let me know and I will go through them on here. But hopefully this will help.